of me ain't me, but promise if we add a member. I stay faithful from November on the next December. No average marriage, but your life will be such an adventure.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Garrett here, bringing you guys the top 5 designs of the week number 23. And I want to say thank you guys so much for submitting your portfolios. Even if you did not make it this week, I want to say thank you just so much for submitting it anyway. It just really means a lot to go through all of these and see whoever's submitting it, and to say thank you for everyone that has done so. So I'm not going to talk about a lot of things right now. Let's get right into the top 5 itself. So with the 5th spot, we have Lyconic, and he did a Twitter header for Silvery Yuma, a very minimalistic header indeed, but I gave you a 5th spot and a 7.5. I do like the whole black and white style itself, but if I could just say a few things, you could have done a lot more with the background and a lot more all around. You definitely just took the left side and copied and pasted it, flipped it, and just put it on the right hand side. You could have just switched things up a little bit more and making everything just a little bit more together. I can see that a few stocks are a little different and stuff like that, and also when you're doing this, I'd worry about making sure everything's centered and make sure everything has a very kind of symmetrical feel in this if you're doing it style like this. But overall, really nice style, really nice text, and everything did pretty well. In all, give you a 7.5 and a 5th spot. So with the 4th spot, we have Kurim Design. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name. I gave you a 4th spot and a 7.9, and you did a really awesome kind of painted, abstract, surreal Twitter header. I really don't know what to call this, but overall, very cool concept, a very good idea. I like the whole drop shadow on the bottom of the text because it really brings up the text from the that paint splatter in the background. If I could say just a few things about this, I would just worry about stocks that you're using, that you make sure there's no hard edges being casted, like the one under the text, that's a big hard edge for the box. But stuff like that, the top right hand corner is a couple of that, but other than that, everything else looked really, really dope. I do like the whole entire clouds, and there's the stocks in the bottom left hand side, didn't really match everything, but overall, things kind of felt in place, and you did a pretty decent job. And last thing I want to say is make sure the magic bowl looks is just toned down a little bit. I can see you used a lot of pop and a lot of chroma aberration, I'm pretty sure it's what it's called. But other than that, you did a really nice job, and good job on the 4th spot. So with the 3rd spot, we have KNPSD, and he did a Twitter header for Nyx, Red Nyx, and so yeah. So he got an 8.4 and a really, really nice 2D style. I could really see this being used in a lot of advertisements, like for Adidas or Nikes. So if I was you watching this, I would definitely kind of stick with this kind of style. Maybe branching off into more advertisements to kind of bring everything together. But overall, I do like the text completely. Excuse me. I like everything about it. Just one thing you could have done a little bit better is the little Twitter logos, and the YouTube logo could have been done a little bit nicer. There could have been a lot more things going on around it, like you had in the middle of the image, and also the right hand side and the left hand side. The middle text looks really nicely done, and everything just kind of fell in place. I love the image in the middle. It looks really well with everything else. So I'm going to give you a 3rd spot at 8.4. Good job. So the 2nd spot, we have Fenner Arts, and he did a 3D header for Era Nezi, and I haven't seen a 3D header like this in a while actually, and I really like how it's off-centered. It's very off to the right-hand side, and then you have that big leaf on the left-hand side kind of drawing your eye to the logo. It's kind of making the depth drop. Overall, the render was very nicely done. I do like the whole outer glow around it, like the little extra outer glows that help bring everything else in. The kind of grungy feel really complements the very bright green teal looking color, or turquoise, and basically you did a really good job. One thing I want to say though is that Fenner text, you have your signature in the bottom left hand side, just looked a little bit awkward overall and in general, but everything else looked really, really sick. So good job on this one, Fenner, and I can't wait to see more work. So for the 1st spot, we have The Dare Dream, and you guys have seen him on the top 5 before, and he did a very nice flat design header for Soar Apollo, and overall I gave him a 9.7 because this is just extremely well constructed. If you guys haven't seen, flat design is very hard to do and it's very time consuming, but he did a very good job putting this all together, making sure everything looked nice, the drop shadows were perfect, the colors matched everything, and everything flew together very nicely. And I'm just going to say this is kind of like a Christmas theme because of the reds and the greens. But I gave you a 9.7. You could have earned those 0.3 spots back. You could have done a little bit more in the background. Maybe having this more of like a moon or Apollo kind of theme to kind of bring everything together with the name. In general, though, everything looked really, really nicely done, and you did an insane job, Dream. Basically, I love these kind of styles, and you did a really good job pushing it all together. So basically, that's going to be it for this top 5 of the week 23. If you guys want to submit your portfolio, there's going to be a link in the description below. If you guys want to submit your own video idea, of course, there will be a link for that as well. And if you guys haven't already, add me on Snapchat, subscribe to me on YouTube, guys, almost at 10,000 subscribers. I have a really insane editor working on something for me, and I have a lot of cool things coming out in general. So as I said before, guys, thank you so much for all submitting your portfolios. Even if you did not make it, it really means a lot to see this come together. And I'm sorry about the little day late upload. I'm trying to get an every other day schedule for uploading so you guys can have as much tutorials, designs, and jam-packed stuff as possible. But in all, this has been Garrett, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.
So please don't knock over my heart, 'cause my heart is full of you. Yeah, my heart is full of you. And don't worry about tomorrow.